Machine guards play a significant role in preventing injuries. Without these essential safety mechanisms in place, you could suffer terrible injuries. Think severed fingers, crushed hands, and scalping. Not a pleasant thought, is it? When it comes to machinery, there are 3 areas you need to make sure are guarded to keep you from being injured. The first is the point of operation. This is where material is shaped, bored, cut, or formed. The further away you are from a machine's point of operation, the less likely you are to be injured by that machine's moving parts. The second area to be guarded is the power transmission apparatus. This is the unit of a machine's mechanical system that feeds energy to the component doing the actual work. Things like gears, cams, cranks, pulleys, flywheels, belts, couplings, chains, connecting rods and spindles. You're even more at risk if projections like abrasions, bolts, set screws, projecting keys or nicks are exposed to the rotating parts of machinery. The third area you need to guard involves all other moving parts of a machine, for instance, auxiliary parts and feed mechanisms, as well as transverse, rotating, and reciprocating bits. The basic types of hazardous mechanical motions are transversing, reciprocating, and rotating, including in-running nip points. In addition to hazardous mechanical motions, you also need to take into account basic hazardous mechanical actions, things like bending, punching, shearing, and cutting. As your employer, whenever we put upgraded safeguards or new equipment into service, we'll be sure to train you, whether you're a new operator or part of the setup or maintenance staff. The same applies if you're assigned to a new task or a machine that involves moving bits. And when you undergo operator training, we'll make sure you get proper instructional and practical training. We'll teach you how to identify various hazards associated with specific equipment or machines, and we'll make sure you know the importance of safeguards, how to use them, and how they protect you from various hazards. You'll also learn about removing safeguards. But beware, only maintenance and repair staff are typically allowed to do this. You should let your superiors know immediately if a safeguard isn't offering the necessary protection or if it's missing or damaged. So, what makes up a good safeguarding system? First, a good system prevents you from coming into contact with moving parts and is secure. It protects you from objects that can be ejected from a machine and from objects that fall onto or into the rotating parts of a machine. A good safeguarding system also doesn't create any new hazards or interference, and it allows for safe maintenance. Safeguarding systems are dependent on the machinery you use. For instance, we have user-built guards on some of the older or more unique machines that are still in use. This is because user-built guards are adaptable and can be installed on specific individual mechanisms. Manufacturer-built guards, on the other hand, are installed by the manufacturer of a machine. These safeguards are specific to the function and design of an individual machine and can be designed to support the machine in some way. Gates are guards that protect you as the operator at the point of operation, before you can even start the machine. Then there are safety control trips, which make use of pressure-sensing devices that will stop an operation if you apply more pressure than needed. Presence-sensing devices, on the other hand, will stop a machine if any of your body parts enter the perceived field of danger. Adjustable guards are flexible when it comes to accommodating various operations and different-sized pieces of machinery, while fixed guards are permanent, simple guards that cannot be removed from a machine. And finally, there are two-hand control devices, where both of your hands need to be in a safe place to use the machine attached to the device. Machine guarding is critical when it comes to preventing injury, so make sure you're aware of all the areas that contribute to risk and note the moving parts. And remember, safeguard systems are there to protect you, so never attempt to remove the guards we have in place. Keeping these safety measures in mind, answer the question that follows.